Hi, I'm Virginia from Right Clinic, and I am a freelance medical copywriter and also YouTube video content creator. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can create a medical writing portfolio to help you get into medical writing. So a portfolio is a collection of samples of writing that you have created that you can show to someone, like a potential client or a future employee, or even to your fellow medical writers so they can see what type of medical writing you do. Now, it's important to have a style of medical writing that you want to do. So someone will hire you to actually produce similar work to the samples that you have in your portfolio. So if you are applying for a job where you have to write a white paper and you haven't got an example of any white papers that you've written before, then you need to create one. You do not need to go and find a client in order to write a white paper. You can just write a white paper by yourself, and then you will have that sample in your portfolio so that if you want to go and write white papers for someone, then you are more likely to get a client that you can write white papers for. So that's just the first example. If you want to write social media content, so for example, captions for Instagram, or if you want to write scripts for videos, then it might be worth actually creating an Instagram or creating a YouTube channel or writing a collection of Twitter posts or even writing a collection of LinkedIn posts that show that you know how to create those social media posts. And those all include some type of medical writing or health information. And even you can demonstrate that you know how to create these things by giving a breakdown of how you created them. So for example, I've written down the process of how to create a high quality health information video script. And that was from experience with another YouTube channel, but then also with the NHS. And I spoke about what I learned. And so that if somebody wants me to write a health video script or some medical writing for a video, then I've got that process written down somewhere so they can see how I do my medical writing or how I would write that script. So how do you create your portfolio? You can either set up a free website and start putting your writing on it. So that's how I started. I created a free blog on WordPress and I started writing about travel health topics. So I wrote a blog about how to treat a rabies bite and what the Japanese encephalitis virus is and why you should get vaccinated if you are going to certain parts of the world where there is Japanese encephalitis and things like that. So then you have some samples somewhere that you can link to, but importantly, it is a live portfolio. So if it was static, it means that person would go and visit your website and then it will just be permanently that way. But if it's live, it means that you can actually edit that blog so that you can make sure there are definitely no mistakes. And then you can also update it in future. So the quality of your writing will improve as you progress in your skill set as a medical writer. So it's important that you have a portfolio that you can update so that all of these links that you send out to your portfolio can actually be updated all at the same time. So pick somewhere where you can put your writing samples. So if that's a website, that's great because you can always update your writing samples. And if that is a article that you've written and you've uploaded onto LinkedIn, then that is great as well because you can always change the content of that article by editing it, or you can link to a document that you've written and put that into your featured section on your LinkedIn profile. There are also other websites that you can use like Juno, where you can link to places on the internet where you've written something. So this can be your own blog, or it can be an article that you've written on LinkedIn. And there are some websites like Medium where you can just write an article. You don't need to create the website. You are just writing an article on their platform. But if you do decide to put your articles on Medium, then they do have a free article view limit. So that normally tends to be about 5 free articles per month or something like that per person. So whenever you create a portfolio, you can also consider creating it on somewhere like Canva. So on Canva, you can create a portfolio document. You can now create A4 documents, or you can even create a PowerPoint slide deck kind of thing on Canva, or even a Google Doc as well. So these are all things that you can create, and then you can give someone a view-only link. And again, you can make changes to these documents either on Canva or on a Google Doc link, so that when you give out these links, if you have made a mistake maybe, then you can quickly edit it, hopefully before they open that link. But then also in future, if they have saved your CV with your portfolio link on it, then it means that if in, let's say, 6 months, 7 months time after you've given it to them, they decide they have some work that they would like you to do because they need your style of medical writing, then they can click on that link and it will be up to date. So make sure that you do keep your portfolio up to date. And I tend to update it probably about every time I finish a project. So that can be about 3 times per year or even less, as long as the work in your portfolio still represents what you do and what your skill set is. You want it to be an accurate representation of you and what you do as a medical writer. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you can get started on your medical writing portfolio, write about what you know and what you enjoy writing about, and go and have a look at other people's portfolios to see what they have. And also, if you want to learn more, then I'll leave a link to a course in the description box below that you can check out. Thank you so much for watching.